Well, the European Commission has announced that they will be making perceived hate speech a crime under EU law, as if we didn't already have enough threats to our freedom this year. This is Ben Scallan and you're watching Gript Media. So, the European Commission has announced that they will be making quote-unquote hate speech a crime under EU law, with particular emphasis on stamping out speech targeted at quote, lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, non-binary, intersex and queer individuals or groups. The report, which was released last month, describes how hate speech will be added to the list of EU crimes, saying, to harmonise protection against anti-LGBTIQ hate crime and hate speech, the Commission will present an initiative in 2021 to extend the list of EU crimes to include hate crime and hate speech, including when targeted at LGBTIQ people. Now, at this point, what you have to realize is that when Western politicians talk about banning hateful speech, that's not actually what they mean. It has nothing to do with banning hate and everything to do with banning free speech. By passing laws like this, European politicians will be given the power to decide what is and isn't hateful and criminalize those who decide to say things that they don't like. For example, this EU directive says that hate speech directed at gender non-binary people will become a crime. Gender non-binary, for those who don't know, is where someone identifies as neither male nor female. They identify as a third gender entirely. But what if you don't believe in that? What if you think that that's unscientific and false? What if you believe that there are only two genders, male and female? Is that hate speech? Will you be prosecuted for expressing that belief? Well, that's not such an absurd notion because similar things have happened already. For example, in 2018, a teacher in the UK who was accused of misgendering a student was told by police that she had committed a hate crime. A year later in the UK, in 2019, a 38-year-old mother was arrested in front of her autistic 10-year-old son and breastfeeding 1-year-old baby for calling a biological woman a man on Twitter. She was detained for 7 hours by the police and had her mobile phone and laptop confiscated. And there are many more similar examples out there. So this is not some abstract notion or crazy hypothetical idea. This is something which has happened repeatedly in our nearest neighbouring country, and it applies to all sorts of things. Maybe you think that open borders, mass immigration has gone too far. Is that hate speech? Are you racist for saying that? Well, there are people in the government who think you are, and with laws like this, they will get to decide whether or not you can express those thoughts legally. Maybe you don't like modern radical feminism. Is that misogynist and hateful towards women? Again, who's to say? It's totally in the hands of the ruling politicians. And before you think, but sure Ben, that's in Europe. We don't have to worry about that here in Ireland. Did you know that EU law takes precedence over Irish law? So it very much will apply to us. As you can find on citizensinformation.ie, EU law is superior to national law. This means that Ireland, along with other member states, cannot pass national laws that contradict EU laws. It also means that an EU law can overrule an Irish law, even if that Irish law was enacted before the EU law came into effect. This is made worse by the fact that the EU Commission is completely unelected. These people are appointed to their positions. How many of you watching this video could name 3 EU commissioners off the top of your head, for example? Well, probably not a lot. These people have never appeared on a ballot paper in this country and are not accountable to the public in any way. And yet, they will be deciding what is hate speech and what is not, what you are allowed to say in your own country and what you can't. And you have no way to vote them out of power if you're unhappy about that. And of course, all of our own parties are in favour of it too. Everyone has supported hate speech laws from Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil, to Eamon Ryan and the Greens, to even Mary Lou McDonald and Sinn Féin. The government backs it, the opposition backs it, they're all in agreement on this. What people in Ireland have to realise is that hate speech is just code for speech that politicians hate. It's not about stopping bigotry or homophobia or racism. It's about silencing those with an alternative view. And now the unelected EU Commission is working in concert with our government to make sure that your voice is not heard. Irish rebels didn't fight for centuries for our right to think and speak freely, only to have that right stolen by a foreign unelected body. These laws simply must be resisted at every turn. Please like and share this video, and if you enjoyed it, please consider signing up for a monthly donation via the link on screen to help us produce more content like this. Alternative media like Gript needs all the assistance it can get, and every donation goes a long way. As always, thanks for watching.